Hi guys, I'm Alexa. I'm a financial wellness coach here at the University of Oregon. And today we're just going to talk about finance and how that can just be really important in college to know. Yeah, and we also wanted to just speak on the topic of how knowing this information has helped us like in college. And I'll pass it over to two SAIL staff members who want to speak about that.
Yeah, I can go ahead first. Hey everyone, my name is Angeles Corsi Nunez. I am a SAIL ambassador. And first of all, I want to say thank you to Gilbert, thank you to Alexa, thank you to Hannah, and the whole financial wellness team for being with us. Because I truly believe programs like the financial wellness are amazing. I personally grew up low income, so my family has always struggled with money. We've been living paycheck to paycheck, and I was always raised on hand-me-downs. If you don't know what hand-me-downs are, it's like they give you your older brothers or your other cousins like clothes, right? Their shoes. So once I started making my own money, I was like spoiling myself. I was like, heck yeah, I'm gonna get that $60 Nike hoodie that I've always wanted. But you start getting smarter as years go by, right? After making mistakes, and that's okay. And I started realizing I need to budget my money and be smarter with it, because once I come to college, I got to start paying rent, got to start paying bills, got to start buying food and cooking the food, so it's a lot of stuff that goes down. And as a first generation low income, my parents didn't really teach me how to manage and budget my money. So I was kind of on my own. And when I found out about the financial wellness center, I was like, heck yeah, I remember I scheduled the meeting, talked to one of the coaches, and I look forward to making another meeting and having more collaborations with them. And I'm just happy that y'all younger students get to learn about this information from a younger age. So yeah, I'll pass it on to Josie.
Thanks for that, Angel. Hi, everyone. If you don't know me, I'm Josie. I'm one of your lead staff for this year's SAIL program. A little bit about my financial journey to college. I was raised by a single mother on a single income. And so, she did her best to put away savings for me. I did my best to put away savings for myself as well. But when I got accepted to the U of O, I actually qualified for the Pathway Oregon scholarship. And honestly, that scholarship has been a dream come true. And no exaggeration, it's allowed me to graduate from the university virtually debt-free. And so that scholarship is something I think everyone should be very aware of. And yes, yeah, you'll get to learn more about the Pathway Oregon scholarship. So I won't give you too many details about that. It's a fantastic scholarship. But with the help of, certain scholarship opportunities and the Financial Wellness Center and a few advisors who were willing to help me out, I really didn't go in super terrified. I know that the financial part of college and university can be something that really holds a lot of people back and kind of steers them away from college, because it can be a very scary and intimidating thing to face. But I just hope that not just after today, but after tomorrow as well, when we talk about more financial aid opportunities, you'll see that there are opportunities for you, and there are ways around, the very scary, intimidating thing that is the cost of college. So I hope that if you're feeling discouraged, or if it's something that's on your mind in regards to college, that you'll feel a little bit better about that after these presentations. So that's it from me.
Awesome. Okay, I also want to share a little bit of my story. In other words, let's just make it really brief. I would not be at the University of Oregon if I was not an athlete. So I am on an athletic scholarship. And I was also raised by a single mom, same as Josie. So I kind of just grew up watching her struggle with money. And she never really knew about credit or budgeting and things like that. So being a financial coach at the University of Oregon has also trained me to know those things so that I don't mess up my future as I get older, and just watch out for, risks and watch out for debt and really big things like that. So that's a little bit of just my story.
Awesome. Well, thank you all for sharing. I'll share a little bit about mine. I grew up and my dad owned a business. So there was times where we had highs with money and there was times that we had lows. And I think that taught me just the importance of having a consistent plan in place. And similar to Alexa, I am a student athlete at U of O and very fortunate to have an athletic scholarship, or I also would not be at U of O. And so that is something that I'm forever grateful for. And obviously there's so many other ways that you can get scholarships and get help to pay for your college. And hopefully you learn a little bit about that today while we're here talking to you all. And I personally have experienced so much freedom in so many different areas of my life after becoming a peer financial coach this past year and learning all that I did. As much as we all are here to help you, we've learned so much being in the positions that we are. And so hopefully today, from our stories, from what we share with you, from the discussions that we all have, you all can take a little piece away that hopefully impacts your financial journey and your ability to want to learn and invest more in you moving forward. So as we get started, we'll do a little intro of who we are and the Financial Wellness Center before we get going. So thank you all for having us today. We're super excited to be here. So to get started, we want some action in the chat. And so what comes to mind when you think of personal finance? You could put a word, you could put a sentence, whatever comes to mind for you. We'd love it if you could put it in the chat.
Okay, I see budgeting, saving money, credit, interest, okay? More saving, that's good, you guys know saving. Planning, stress. Okay, hopefully we use that. No wasting, good. How to increase money, okay. Roth IRA, monitoring. Good. These are all good. Necessities, sales, creating a budget to live on, good.
This is awesome. Keep them coming. Any other feelings that come to mind when you think of personal finance? I know we saw stress. Anything else that comes to mind?
Controlling money. These are really good. Failure. Don't say that. Responsibility, okay. My money. Jeff Bezos. Investing money, planning, and overwhelming. Planning, yeah, that's huge. Persistence, that's a good word. Bills.
Well, these are awesome. And I think hopefully from just 30 seconds, a minute of everyone putting things in the chat, we realize that everyone's financial journey is different. And what comes to mind with finance, there are going to be some similarities. There might be some stress intertwined in there, but everyone's journey is different and everyone's initial reactions are different. So I think that's really important to emphasize as we go throughout this is some things might work for one person and they might not work for another. And also everyone's financial situation is different. So just keep that in mind and know that no matter where you're at, you can maximize your situation. So before I pass it off to Alexa, I'm just going to do a little intro of the Financial Wellness Center. And so if I didn't mention already, my name's Hannah Taylor. I'm a peer financial coach with Alexa, and I just graduated U of O with a business degree with a concentration in finance. And so our mission at the Financial Wellness Center is to financially empower students with the knowledge needed to make sound financial decisions during and after college. We're focused on a holistic financial wellness approach. And so we have the big five, which are basically the foundations of what we present on, teach on, and talk to students about. So we talk about earning, spending, borrowing, protecting, saving, and investing. And within these, there's a ton of subcategories. And as you can see, under the first one of earning, there's budgeting, which Alexa is going to talk about today. And that really filters in and is the foundation for everything else within these this big five for financial wellness. And then just a little bit about how we reach students at the Financial Wellness Center. We do on-demand financial education workshops like this one right now. We do one-on-one peer financial coaching where Alexa and I or one of our other 20 peer financial coaches would meet with students one-on-one to talk about their specific financial situation or an area of the Big Five that they're interested in learning more about. And then lastly, we build partnerships across campus. So this past year, for example, I was assigned to working with student athletes and tailoring financial education towards the needs that would better resonate and meet them where they're at. And so we build partnerships across campus so that we can better meet students where they're at and with their schedules and situations. And so lastly, before I pass it off, why is finance important? Hopefully you got a little bit about this just from the stories that we shared and from what people put in the chat, but so many aspects of our lives are intertwined with finance one way or another, whether we think of that or not, it is. And so hopefully through this presentation and as you continue to learn more from us, this can ease a little bit of stress, you gain a little bit more knowledge because finance is important. And hopefully the more you learn, the more freedom and less stress you can have. So I'll pass it off to Alexa and thank you again for having us today. We're super excited to be here.